Hello. hello. Let me check my settings first and foremost, make sure that my speaker is working. And let me also display my name. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tarot by Hilary Live. I am your hostess with the mostest, Hilary of tarotbyhilary.com, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because, yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. So, for this episode of the live stream this week, it has been a treasure trove of tarot decks because I had to cancel last week's show. We did not do last week's show because I was feeling under the weather. Trust me, you do not want to hear me. My voice was, I wouldn't say it was laryngitis, but it was uncomfortable to listen to, and it wasn't comfortable for me to talk. Sore throat, sniffles, whatever. I tested negative for the crud, so I don't know what the heck it was. I think it was just a change of season cold, because not last week, but the week before, Thursday was a beautiful sunny day, 80 degrees. Very next day, 20-degree drop in the weather. Yeah, that'll do something to your system. Anyway, so this week's episode, we have an unboxing for you. And I did already pre-record my initial impressions of this deck that I'm going to unbox for you tonight. So if I look a little bit different, that's only because I did pre-record portions of this episode. I'm here live now with you right now on Friday, October 7th at 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exactly. But I did pre-record some portions of this episode so that I could actually give you a true first impression unboxing on the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, so that I could pre-record that, and so that I could actually start to use it for my card of the day draws, because it is the deck of the month that I'm using for the card of the day draws. Now, because I was under the weather, my husband, Mr. Tarot by Hilary, felt very bad for me. And so he ended up going out because he had to go shopping for a birthday party that he was attending, and the theme was like 90s. So he wanted to go over to a chain goth store in a mall to see if he could pick up something to wear. And while doing so, I think he got 2 decks in one store and 1 deck in another store. He ended up bringing home 3 new to me tarot decks. So those 3, I did post about this on social media. They were the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, which is the one that I'm working with, and the one that we will be unboxing tonight. The Disney Villains tarot, and the Labyrinth tarot. All 3 of those decks, unbeknownst to him, he didn't realize it at the time, but all 3 of those decks have the same publisher, Insight Editions. And so why not have October be the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck? Why not have this month be the one that I work with that deck? So if you're excited about that, give me a hell yeah in the chat. I would love to hear it. And also, if you happen to be tuning in here live, let me know what your name is and where you're tuning in from. I always love to hear that. Now, I need to go shut the door so that I'm not disturbing him. But I am going to be doing something a little bit unconventional this episode, because while we're airing that pre-recorded portion of the episode, I am probably going to be myself off camera and just playing my initial impressions while I eat something, because I skipped lunch today. So I will be monitoring the chat, though, if you want to ask me any questions from my past self. And then I'll come back on here live. We're still going to do the astro-weather from Therese Reed, aka the Tarot Lady, from her wonderful Astrobiz Digest at the top of the episode. We're still going to do the weekend forecast at the end of the episode. And we are still going to do it, if people are around, hopefully they are, we are still going to be doing the mid-episode reading, which is a new feature on this live stream, where if you're tuning in live, this is only for people that are tuning in live to the live stream. You can enter to win a reading with me live on the air right now. But that happens in the middle of an episode. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned to that section. But honestly, we're giving you readings the entire episode, with astrology at the top of the episode, the live mid-episode reading at the middle of the episode, and then the weekend forecast at the end of the episode. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Let me just double check if this is actually streaming correctly. I never want to get ahead of myself with these. That ends up being a problem where I'm like talking into the ether and realizing that I'm not actually recording or on camera, or my audio is not working. I don't want that to be happening right now. So let me double check. No, it looks like that is working over there. Just going to double check that. Yes, that looks like it's working. Okay. Let me see if this actually posted to where I don't think I posted it. I'm curious. No. Okay. Never mind these. Okay. Looks like we're looking good here. All right. So let me close over the door first, and let's get into the Astro Biz Digest, the astrology. Let me usually display that on screen. Oh, good. Wonderful. So Katie is here confirming, hello, can see you on the tube of you. Fantastic, Katie. That is exactly what I wanted to know. So welcome. Also, I do know that some of you, some of our regular viewers are currently at NEWTS, the Northwest Tarot Symposium. So those of us who usually tune in live, they may be attending a tarot conference right now, and I completely understand. That's a lot. That's a lot of energy. I get it. And the replay will be available for you when you're ready to watch it. So no harm, no foul. But some of our other longtime regular viewers might not be around for this episode, and that's totally fine. And hello to everyone that's attending the Northwest Tarot Symposium. I wish I was with you. Hi to Jamers, one of my co-hosts of the Card Slingers Coast to Coast podcast. Also, cannot fail to mention, we do have a new episode of the Tarot by Hilary podcast that went live, got published today, this morning, Tarot for Writers. So you may want to check that out if you're looking to use tarot for something other than divination. If you want to brainstorm characters or plot points or get through writer's block, you can use tarot to do that. Check out that episode of the Tarot by Hilary podcast, which is available wherever you subscribe to your podcasts. All right, let me pull up the Astro Biz Digest. Come on, push to staging. Aha, it's there. Cool. Oh, I did that twice. All right, so I will display that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, cool. So you have a link to that in the chat if you would like to go there and purchase a copy of your own. But the AstroBiz Digest is something that I subscribe to from Teresa Reed, aka the Tarot Lady. It is $99 for a year-long subscription, and it is astrology in layman's terms, right delivered to your email inbox. Very, very helpful. Is geared toward business owners and entrepreneurs, but I have found it to be incredibly helpful in my personal life as well. So let me pull that up for you, and we will get started with the main transits that are going on this week. And I'm going to go close over the door. I also have my sandwich beckoning to me, which I really, really want, but I can wait until we start the start the unboxing. All right. Ooh. This is very interesting here. I feel like they changed up Be Live a little bit. Let me see. Ooh. Ooh, intriguing. Okay. All right. So if you are ready for the AstroBiz Digest, give me a hell yeah in the chat and we will go for it. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. And I believe if you'd like a reading with me, you know where to find me, tarotbyhilary.com. I believe I'm going to expedite email readings tomorrow morning. So if you want to get on my docket for email readings or any other kind of reading, you can find me on my website, tarotbyhilary.com. Okay. So 2 big transits happening this week. First up, Pluto stations direct on the 8th. That would be tomorrow. You've had months to ponder the changes your business needs. Now you can start moving forward. Update your structures, clear out the dead wood, and create more space for new things or rest. Your business, your rules. Next, the full moon in Aries is present on the 9th, so that is Sunday. This feels like a graduation of sorts. Something you started in the spring is reaching a grand finale. Be sure to celebrate all of your accomplishments. 2022 has not been easy, but you did it. New paths and projects will be on the way soon, but tonight you can bask in your glory. So those are the 2 big transits that are happening this week, specifically this weekend. That's a lot. That's a lot of energy there, folks. Okay, I am going to go ahead and hide this now. All right. Katie's saying to go for it, so we're going to get into specifics now. So for Friday, today, October 7th, although we've got a fantastic Mercury-Pluto trine lingering throughout the day, the sun is in opposition with Chiron at 6:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which might bring out passive-aggressive types by the bucket load. Keep your boundaries higher than Willie Nelson if you want to avoid getting thrown off your game. The muses are singing loudly when the moon is in sextile with Uranus at 3:35 p.m. Tap into this vibe and you'll make tremendous progress on your creative work. At 10:40 p.m., the moon squares off with Mars, putting dramatic conversation, snark, and hurtful words on full blast. But you're too bright for that. You've got your phone off, inbox shut down, and no interest in social media drama. Yep. Today, Friday, October 7th, is a power day for Pisces and a weekday for Virgo. Honestly, that whole sun opposition Chiron early this morning, it makes a lot of sense for some of the stuff that I was dealing with, some of the stuff that Mr. Tarot by Hilary was dealing with, like super, super accurate. All right. For Saturday and Sunday, Saturday puts the moon opposite Mercury and Void at 7:10 a.m. This means pipe down, stay offline, and chill out. Get your rear in gear when the moon darts into Aries at 11:57 a.m. This lunation ups the energy, making the weekend superb for launches, starting new projects, travel, and risks. Good fortune strikes when the moon aligns with Jupiter at 3:37 p.m. Make some noise and you could see new doors opening up. This is also fantastic for travel or sending in book proposals. At 5:56 p.m., Pluto stations direct. We've already read the info on the transits that are happening this weekend. Sunday is up and down, beginning with the Debbie Downer vibe at 10:20 a.m. The moon opposes Venus at that time, bringing drama from high maintenance types. They don't want client care. They want exceptions to the rule. At 12:31 p.m., the moon is conjunct Chiron, which goes one of 2 ways. More stupid stuff from The Walking Wounded or fresh inspiration. I'll go for the latter. The full moon in Aries is here at 4:55 p.m. Again, that's Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, and we already talked about what that means. And Sunday ends on a lovely note with the Moon-Saturn sextile at 8:48 p.m. It's marvelous for hosting an inspirational event, online or off, or settling in with a glass of Merlot and your favorite dramatic series. Teresa's current thing is Sons of Anarchy. Enjoy your evening. Both days are power days for Aries and weekdays for Libra. So I'm feeling very happy about that because I'm sun sign Aries, Mars in Aries, Venus in Aries. Like, I'm an Aries girl. But also, you know, this stuff that's going on with what did I just say? Pluto stationing direct. Like, that is going to be a woo good energy there. Because can't remember where exactly my Pluto is in my natal chart, but I know that it's in there. So now I will open up the floor to you. Is there any particular day this week that was a little bit hinky, a little bit wonky? Anything you want me to take a look at in the Astro Biz Digest before we move on to the main crux of this episode, which is the unboxing of the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. By the way, this coffin shape, like, this is how it came. But I did take a look for it online because, you know, I sent out my newsletter yesterday to tell people, like, this is the deck of the month. And I couldn't find the coffin shaped box online. So I'm sure it's the same exact deck and the same exact guidebook, but the packaging may look a little bit different. So I'll give it a minute, making sure to hydrate myself. Oh, I should have put my lip gloss in arm's reach. All right, I'll come back in a second. I'm going to get my lip gloss and come back. And if there is no further astro dealings, we will move on to unboxing the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. Oh, cool. Okay. So Katie says, I'll take any good stuff. Tuesday evening was annoying for me. 7:30 onwards, got better later. All right. So Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday was the moon was in Aquarius. So that the focus should have been on community building, networking, and teamwork. The best time for meetings and rubbing elbows were 10:48 a.m. and moon for the moon Jupiter sextile and moon Venus trine at 6:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that was upbeat, optimistic vibe into the atmosphere, making it easy to forge connections. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. It might have been because the moon was void Monday night into Tuesday. That could have been what happened. So, but like you said, Tuesday evening was annoying for you, and then it got better later. So that makes sense, I think, at least from what the digest says. All right, are we ready? So this is going to be a little bit unusual, a little bit of a hybrid episode that we're doing here, as I mentioned at the top of the episode, because I wanted truly my first impressions on camera recorded of this deck. So, like, as you can see here right now, the deck is open. And actually, it's not even in here. The deck and the book is over on my bed from me pulling the card of the day for today. So this is going to be a little bit timey-wimey for you, but I did pre-record this section of the episode coming up. I am going to still be here, and I'll come back on. I'll try, and I think it's about 20 minutes of pre-recording to show my initial impressions in unboxing the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. So I'm still here. You can feel free to ask any questions. And if I don't answer them from the recording, from the unboxing itself, I'll hop back on here and answer any questions as well. And I'll try, and since I think this video was about 20 minutes recording, I'll probably end up stopping the video about 10 minutes in if we have anyone that is going to be participating in the mid-episode reading. And of course, like, I started this episode, and do you know how many cute things that I did for this episode? And then I was just like, and I forgot. Let me just show you. I'll show you. Hold on. Hide this. Hide this. Didn't even do this. I apologize. So we already did the astro-weather. So too late. But I made an overlay for all of this, and then I forgot to put it up. And hopefully it'll work. And if it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. But because I am going to have to take off the overlay in order to show this video in its entirety. But so I had learned and then promptly forgot how to make animated overlays. Figured it out again, and I did it. And I did all of this on, like, I think Wednesday. So, but look. Oh. Did I take off the mirroring? Hold on. No. Do not mirror the camera. There we go. So just tell me it's pretty. Just tell me it's pretty. Tell me I did a good job. But anyway, we've already covered the astro-weather from Teresa's wonderful Astrobiz Digest. And now we are on to the middle section of the episode, which is unboxing the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. And also up here, we have stay tuned for the mid-episode reading. And Katie is saying the animation is cute. Thank you very much. I worked hard on it. Also, Canva Pro helps with that, as well as finding an online web thing that'll help you take out or make the background transparent so that you can actually see me on here instead of like being blocked out by these elements. So anyway, without further ado, thank you, Katie, for, massaging or petting my ego and validating my work here. Without further ado, I'm going to take away the overlay. It's very cute. And Katie says, do more. They are definitely cute. Well, now that I remember how to do that, I'll do it again. But anyway, so enough. Without further ado, here is my past self unboxing fresh. And I am telling you, this is a fresh unboxing. That's why I pre-recorded it. You see me take off the saran wrap or the cellophane that's around it. This is fresh and first impressions unboxing The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. Enjoy. I am here for your questions. I'll come back on in about 10 minutes. In honor of spooky season and in honor of the fact that my husband brought me home 3 new tarot decks because I've been sick all last week. You probably hear it a little bit in my voice still. I am doing an unboxing of the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck because that was one of the decks that he brought home for me. And also I want to be able to provide an unboxing and my initial impressions sight unseen ahead of time before the actual episode that we're doing this Friday. So I'm recording this on the Monday afternoon, so that I can open this deck up and share my initial reactions sight unseen so that I can start to work with it this week and still be able to provide you an unboxing video and my first impressions while also being able to, start to work with this deck because I can't wait. I can't wait until Friday to open this up for you because then I'd have to be also waiting to start pulling card of the day until Friday, and I can't wait. I'm impatient, as many of you already know. So here is the Disney's Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and guidebook, coffin shaped, very cool. Completely have not opened it yet. I have my trusty embroidery scissors so that I can open this up without damaging the box. And it is from, let's see, includes a fully illustrated 78 card deck and 128 page guidebook. So original art of there is original art of Jack, Sally, and all their friends from Halloween Town. And let me see, is there an artist attributed to this? I will have to look. And the publisher, by the way, published in 2021, or at least that's the copyright date that I'm seeing here, with copyright to Disney, and the publisher is Insight Editions. So actually all of the tarot decks that my husband got for me in this I Feel Sorry That You've Been Sick All Week run are from Insight Editions. So I have plenty to choose from. I already had one deck that I was going to do as the deck of the month, and then I got this, and I put a poll up on my gram of Insta, and it seems like all of you really want this one to be unboxed first, so I'm also going to have it be the deck of the month for the month of October. So let me open this up without further ado. I hope you all are very excited about this. I don't have any interaction on the other end. I'm doing an offline recording here, so this is actually sight unseen with no audience participation to be had, but we'll react together when I replay this on Friday. So, and I will be here with you also reacting to my reactions. Open. Sesame, and I'm actually going to move my computer back a little bit and actually throw out my cellophane instead of making a complete mess on the floor and then having to clean it up afterwards. Here we go. So, yes, this is the packaging. And if I happen to sound gravelly or sneeze, you know the reason why. It's because I'm getting over a cold or coughing like that. I promise you, I feel so much better than how I sound. All right, let's open this without hurting my nails. Ooh, look at the sides. I'm going to get high-pitched on this one, especially with getting over a cold. Okay, so there's the Ooh, very nice. That's the inside of the coffin there. And then we have the box. Ooh. Okay. Oh my. All right, so be careful if you happen to have, if you happen to get this as well in the coffin format. Just be careful when you're opening it up, because there is, it almost like it looks like there's a box within a box, but there is no box within a box. So just be careful when you're opening it up, because you have this, which is the guidebook, on top of the deck, and then the deck is in there, and there is no cellophane wrap on the deck inside. So there is a nice little pull tag though. Let me show you. So this is what the inside looks like. You see how you see the little ribbon underneath so that you can pull it out easier. Just be careful. Be careful when you're opening this up. And this is one of the decks that I'm going to say you probably want to keep the box and keep it stored in the same box, because it's just so darn cute. All right, initial impressions. We've got the guidebook here. And by the way, so proper attribution. The guidebook is written by Minerva Siegel and illustrated, and the deck is illustrated by Abigail Larson. So that is specifically for the tarot deck for The Nightmare Before Christmas. But of course, the work is Tim Burton. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Proper attribution is sexy. So here are the backs. Here's the back of it. Really cool looking. And initial impression, see how that is, it's curved. It's a little bit curved, which bums me out. Yeah, the cardstock is not as hardy as I would like it to be. Again, first impressions is the reason why I'm recording this as soon as I open it, so I have my real, true initial first impressions. So I might I might have different impressions by the time you're seeing this video on Friday. But the cardstock feels a little thin, which I'm not too happy about. And I know it's boring for people to hear about this, but if you're a high volume tarot reader, you want your cardstock to be able to hold up. So I don't know if I'll be able to work with this deck with my clients. I'm sure it's a very nice deck, but initially, like, I don't know if it's going to hold up to usage with my clients, unless of course it's only me handling the deck. But usually what I like to do is have the client shuffle the deck if I am working with them in person. So this might be a good deck to offer up to those people that I'm reading over the phone or on Zoom or for email readings or Skype. Virtual readings, basically. So first of all, we have any guesses as to who the Fool is going to be in the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck? If you know anything about the Fool, you know that it's usually the protagonist. If it's a themed deck or based on a movie or based on a TV show. So who's the main protagonist of The Nightmare Before Christmas? It's Jack. It's Jack Skellington with his faithful companion dog. I like that though. I like that Zero is the Fool's dog. Very cute. It's been a while since I've seen The Nightmare Before Christmas. I know that's kind of blasphemous to say, but I'm not going to be able to get all of the character names correct. I'm sure I can refer to it for the Major Arcana and go by the guidebook. That's what the guidebook is there for, folks. So you've got the Little Witches as the Magician. We've got, of course, Sally as the High Priestess. And if you agree or disagree, please go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know. The Empress. The Emperor. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I'm remembering or reminiscing about The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Hierophant. Mm-hmm. The Lovers. Makes sense. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. That makes a lot of sense. The Devil. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that was going to be the Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon, which is one of the most iconic scenes. The Sun. Very clever. I think that's very clever. Judgment. And the World. Can you see? Can you see in there what the World is? And we're not going to have time to go through every single card of this deck, all 78 cards, but I always like to look at the major arcana when we're doing an unboxing. So that's the major arcana, starting with the Fool and ending with the World, especially since this is an unboxing right out from the deck. I haven't used it yet. I haven't shuffled yet. But I do like to, pull randomly some of the cards. And also, never fear, we're going to be using this as the deck of the month for the month of October. So you'll be seeing these cards randomly or not so randomly. I am going to do a thorough shuffle before I start using these cards for the card of the day pulls from the deck of the month. This is the deck of the month. That's a good part about doing card of the day pulls and putting them on social media, so that it's almost like an extension of an unboxing video or a review video, so that you can see in real time how I'm working with the deck, the kind of cards that I'm pulling, the interpretation from the guidebook or my own interpretation, depending on the themes that are going on in the world or in my life at that time. So like here's the 3 of candles. I'm not sure what the candles are representative of. I'm going to guess wands, but I can go to the guidebook, and I will go to the guidebook in a second after I give you a short preview of some of these cards. So here's the 3 of candles. Let's jump to the Queen of Presents. Not sure what presents are either. Likely pentacles, I would say. Here's the 6 of presents. I'm going to guess needles or swords. So this is the Knight of Needles. Yeah. Yeah. With the 3 of needles coming up, that's the 3 of swords. Let's see what else. I would guess this is hearts or sorry, not hearts. I'm stuck in my sorcery underground perception of the cards. It's cups. So potions probably are cups. So this is the King of Potions. Again, we'll go to the guidebook to make sure of that. Here's the four of potions. Did I get all of them? So candles, hold on. We'll go to the guidebook for this. I do like the back. I like the back pattern. That's very cool. So let me put that into the box and grab the guidebook. Guidebook looks very cool. It's got a Jack and Sally on the back. That's from the Lover's card. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that for right now because it is a little over the midway point of that video of the original unboxing. And hopefully I gave Zuri a little bit of a surprise because she came in late. Like, did you think that was me actually live? Like, if so, cool. So I've gone ahead and paused that before we get into the minor arcana, just so that we have an opportunity to actually do the mid-episode reading if people are here. So Katie, I will answer all of your questions at the end, but yes, candles is wands. I know the associations off the top of my head now because I have been working with the deck for a couple of days. But we'll go into the minor arcana after the mid-episode reading if we're going to do the mid-episode reading. So, and I tried to put on that crawler every so often, and I monitored while I was listening to myself and watching and eating, because I got to eat my din while I was watching the unboxing that I had previously recorded. I thought I had recorded it on Wednesday, but I guess not. I recorded it on Monday. Anyway, the pigtails, the samesies pigtails, was just a happy accident. I didn't even remember that I had my hair in pigtails when I did that. Anyway, so it is time for the mid-episode reading. For those people who are here live watching the episode, this feature is specifically made for you. So I know that Katie is here. I know that Zuri is here. I know both of you have had readings already, but you know what? If there are other people that are coming in that have just been shy and haven't been participating in the chat, well, now it's your time to speak up. Otherwise, you'll miss your opportunity to get a reading. So let's see. I am going to, let me choose the word. Okay. So, yes, update. So, the word that you want to put in the chat is spooky. So, drop the word spooky into the chat to be entered for a chance to have a mid-episode reading. And why not? You know, I made sure to grab the Nightmare Before Christmas deck that we're talking about tonight, from whence it was. So you can have the option of being read from the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I've got the trusty Sorcery Underground deck here too. And also I've got an affirmation card here as well. I've got the Spirit Jockey affirmation deck to hand as well. So it's just like, you know what? We don't have to be limited to just one deck here, but I would like you to have the opportunity to choose it. So please put spooky into the chat, and Zuri and Katie, you are eligible if you would like, because yes, you've had readings previously, but if nobody else is speaking up, like, you can certainly enter again. I just want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to have an equal chance. So, and I'll give it a second while I'm hydrating here. Oh, and Dina is here as well. Thanks, Dina. My hair looks cute. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Tarot by Hilary likes it as well. It did not look like this before. We had a therapy today, so I made sure that I got dressed and I did my hair and I threw on some lip gloss. So I'm looking cute today. I'm feeling myself. Thank you, Dina. So Katie is in the running with the word spooky. So again, drop the word spooky into the chat for your opportunity to win a reading. And I'm going to pull up my sticker wheel. Right now it's looking a little heavily aligned toward Katie winning it, because Katie has been the only person to put spooky into the chat. I'm also going to double check what's going on over on the platform, the tube of you. It all looks good. It's looking good. Mm-hmm. Really, guys? It's gonna look really weird if I spin the wheel and only have Katie on it. I can show you what that looks like. Here, you want to see what that looks like? Screen tab. Oh, I also had an idea, considering what Katie just said about the regular gang. So I know this might be a silly question to ask, and it's not necessarily why we gather together for our Friday nights, or in some cases Saturday mornings, tete-a-tete. But I have Jackbox party packs 1 through 8. I think 9 was just released, but I'm not buying 9 until I used 1 through 8 more. But we used to, among our friend group during the pandemic, we used to get together for like trivia night. And I think it was like Saturday nights, and we all would like go over Zoom or, you know, webcam, and we would used to play Jackbox games together separately. So and that was really fun. And I think like that and AEW kind of like helped me keep sane during the pandemic. And so if I can figure out the technology and share something like that, would you guys be interested? Play some games. And it might not be over here. It might not be like a completely live thing, like here publicly, but I might be able to put together like a Zoom thing. So I'd be interested. If you're interested, feel free to drop me a DM. Let me know. Okay, so Dina has added spooky to the wheel. So, okay. So it's half and half. Zuri says, Hilary, guess what arrived today? Guess what arrived today? I'm giddy like a kid again. Did you get the Sorcery Underground deck? Did you get the Sorcery Underground deck? Zuri, you need to let me know immediately. What did you get? What's in the box? So Dina is asking, what is Jackbox? So it's this like kind of game thing, their biggest seller was You Don't Know Jack, which is like an irreverent trivia party game. And it's I don't know, I guess you could consider it a video game. But I'll put the link. I'll put the link and you can look into it. But you can, so basically their definition is, what is Jackbox? Here's some answers to what is Jackbox Games, what's a party pack? So it's a party pack. So Jackbox Games is the party game making studio best known for hit games like You Don't Know Jack, Quiplash, Vivid, Strawful, Trivia Murder Party, and more. Think of us as the child of classic social games like charades, the child who dropped out of college, then earned the family's respect by founding a jam company. And yeah. And you can play these games. So someone, as long as someone owns it, you can play these games by connecting through an iPad or through your cell phone. So that kind of becomes your like controller. So, wow. So let me answer Dina first. So I put the link to Jackbox Games in the chat. Dina, if you want to take a look after the broadcast. It's fun, but I have party packs 1 through 8. So I have a bunch of different games that we could play. So Zuri wants to share with us, I got, drum roll, the Garbage Pail Kids tarot deck. And your life is now complete. I can understand that. I can understand that. That's very cool. You'll have to let us know how it is. Do your own unboxing. Do your own unboxing of the Garbage Pail Kids tarot deck. I would love to see it. Okay, so we have Dina and we have Katie in here. Zuri, last chance to put spooky into the chat. Otherwise, we've got a 50-50 shot here. Who will get the reading tonight? All right. Yay, that's cool. So Zuri's doing an unboxing on this account this month. Guys, look out for that. If you are looking into purchasing the Garbage Pail Kids tarot deck, look out for Zuri's unboxing. So Zuri has also said spooky. All right, I will add you to the picker wheel. All right, you're all in, you're all good. Hiding the inputs, and we are ready to go. Let's hide this, let's hide this. And let's show this. And let that be it. Let me move things around. All right, are we ready? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. We're ready to spin the wheel. I'm trying to close up everything else. All right, so we've got Dina, we've got Katie, we've got Zuri. So it is Katie. So Katie, go ahead and think of a question and also which deck you would like to be read from. Is it the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck? Is it the Sorcery Underground tarot deck? Or do you need a few affirmation cards from the Spirit Junkie? So let me know your question and let me know your deck preference, and we will do that for you right now. Also, while I have this screen shared, I should show you something else. So I wanted to test this out. I'm gonna stop sharing the picker wheel, start sharing. Let's see. Let me see if I can do this. No. I don't want to share the screen. I just want to share the sound. But maybe I have to share the screen in order to share the sound. I'll do this. There we go. So let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the fact that we have another reading here. Could have sworn I found it. Let's try this. Did you hear that? Did it work? So silly. So ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna keep playing with the air horn or the different sounds while we wait for the question to come through and the type of and the deck. There's a lot of nope. Let's see. There's many different types of air horns here. Hold on. That is ridiculous. It's called Saddest Air Horn. Oh. Was it really loud? Yee. Good to know. Guess the sound quality is not lacking here. All right. Let's go back to the main page there. Just I could also do fart sounds. Anyway, enough of that. Okay. Closing up all of these tabs so I'm not distracted. All right. So Katie is asking, there have been delays with fixing Mom's place. Will something surprising get me in when I was hoping to, or will there just be continuing delays? Nightmare Before Christmas, please. Okay. And Dina says, your Aries is showing. LOL. Yes. Yes, that's very true. I get distracted. Bright, shiny objects, keys. Okay. So, delays with fixing Mom's place. Will something surprising get me in when I was hoping to, or will there just be continuing delays? So, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you from the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Please keep in mind that I am working with this deck for the deck of the month, so I am going to have to go to the guidebook as well. And yeah, we'll talk a little bit about more of the minor arcana when I restart the rest of the unboxing video. But this is the mid-episode reading, so you're getting it mid-episode. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're getting, it's interesting. I shuffled, and maybe I should have shuffled more, but I've been shuffling all week. So I feel like these cards are coming out almost as a, it's not necessarily like ask again later, but there's definitely the cards that are coming up are speaking to the delays. And I think that there's like more, to answer your question really quickly, I think there's more delays to come. I feel like there's like one last gasp or one last like, sucker punch in here, because you do have the Tower card coming at the very middle of the reading. So I did pull 3 cards for you, and the cards that I'm getting are the Devil, the Tower, and Temperance. So having Temperance come up as the very last card is to me like, here's how to get to your objective a little bit sooner. And it's just like, there's another solution here that that has not been stumbled upon, and it's been a lot of like, I don't know if experimentation is the right word, but it feels like experimentation. Let's just like, okay, let's throw this idea at the wall. Well, how about this? Well, maybe this. Well, maybe this person. And it's just like, and so far it's been difficult. There's been delays, like you've been saying. Will there be something surprising, or will there be more delays? The Tower could be a pleasant surprise, or it could be more of the same. So initially, let me just read these in order. So first of all, you're getting the Devil card, and the Devil card is represented by the Oogie Boogie, because it is Nightmare Before Christmas. The Tower card is represented by Jack's Tower, where he makes his plans, I believe. I'm going to go to the guidebook. And then the Temperance card is Sally's mixing of potions. So let's go to the book. But the fact that they're all major arcana cards, I promise you, I have shuffled, tells me there's just like, I know you're probably sick of hearing this. It's just like, there is a greater lesson here. There's more to it. And like, keep on shining on. And it's just like, yes, I think there is going to be continuing delays, but they might surprise you. And the only way to really navigate the situation is through Temperance, is through patience, and also seeing what works, what doesn't, experimenting, trying new mixtures, especially with the Temperance being representative of Sally pouring the different liquids together. So to the guidebook. We've got where did you go to? Where are you? Yeah. So the Devil represents temptation, overindulgence, and bad habits, which happens to be some of Oogie Boogie's favorite things. Very cute. So upright is, if you're caught up in self-indulgence or vice, it's time to rein it in and regain control. Don't gamble with your health and your happiness. Remember that instant gratification isn't satisfying in the long term, so come up with a lasting plan for success. So that, to me, it's not necessarily that portion of like vice or temptation or overindulgence or bad habits. I don't think any of those things are actually happening, or that you're doing that. But I do think it's more of an indication of, instant gratification versus long-term plans. And right now, if you were to get in when you were hoping for, like, I feel like that's more of the instant gratification versus like the long term. Like, I think like you may have what you want in the short term, but in the long term, it's probably not going to be the best thing. So Like, what happens if, things are being fixed up or whatever, and like someone overlooked something and it's just like, oh, well, never mind. And then you end up getting injured. Like, that's not a good thing. So that's the Devil card. The Tower is Jack plots his Christmas takeover high up in his tower, but his scheme doesn't go according to plan, creating chaos in both the human world and the holiday worlds. The tower represents unexpected destruction, confusion, and major upheaval that illuminates the truth. So you may be feeling blindsided by an unexpected life-changing revelation. Trust that this new perspective will ultimately help you. Clarity will come when the dust settles. And that might be quite literal, because you're talking about fixing up the house. Like, maybe there is, a moment where the dust is going to settle, literally, and perhaps figuratively and emotionally, you'll find that clarity in there. And then the Temperance card, again, a card about having patience. Like pouring magical potions into a cauldron, Temperance represents the act of combining different elements together in perfect harmony. The message of Temperance is moderation. Now isn't the time for excess or extreme, so make sure you're maintaining balance in your life. Remember, whatever you put out, you'll get back. It's all about give and take, and embrace the flow. And I'm going to shuffle these cards back in. And please let me know what your feedback is on the reading, Katie. I would love to hear it. And I think also this really does illustrate that even themed decks can be very powerful. And I think there's a lot of people that like didn't want to give, let's see, the Hello Kitty tarot a chance, or the baseball tarot, or the two that I can think of immediately are the Zombie Tarot and the Housewives Tarot. And it's like kitschy and it's themed, but at the same time, it gives very good readings. So just remember, just because it's a themed deck, this one happens to be The Nightmare Before Christmas, that doesn't mean that you still can't get a powerful reading from it. So Katie says, sounds quite literal. This is making sense. Yeah, good. I'm glad. All right. Well, thank you again, Katie, for allowing me to read for you and, participating in the mid-episode reading. And thank you all for submitting the keyword for the mid-episode reading. And we will continue on with the unboxing. There's a little bit more left to go, where we talk a little bit about the minor arcana. So let's jump back into it from past Hilary. Take it away, Hilary. This is very weird, very timey-wimey. I'm so glad that I wasn't a twin. This would have been too much energy, Yeah, so the minor arcana is the suit of candles, suit of presents, suit of needles, and suit of potions. So, yeah, I think I'm right. Candles would be wands, presents would be pentacles, needles would be swords, and potions would be cups. But let's go to that. Yeah. Potions, element of water, so that would be cups. Candles is associated with ideas, creativity, inspiration, and ambition. Associated with the element of fire, so that would be wands. Suit of needles is the element of air, so that would be swords. And the suit of presents is associated with aspects of the material world and our relationship to it. Finances, careers, property, home, and the ego. Correspondence to the element of earth, so that would definitely be pentacles. And all of them have the court cards as well. Page, knight, queen, and king. And that is beautiful, really beautiful. So I'm running through quickly. The Fool is Jack Skellington, and his faithful companion Zero. The Magician are the witches of Halloween Town. High Priestess is Sally. The Empress is the Corpse Mom. The Emperor is Sandy Claus. Hierophant is the mayor. I already talked about the lovers being Jack and Sally. The chariot is the sleigh. Strength is the behemoth. The hermit is the creature under the stairs. Wheel of Fortune is Oogie Boogie's roulette wheel. Justice is the town meeting. Hanged Man is Sandy Claus captured in Oogie Boogie's lair. Death is the creaky old gates in the Halloween Town Cemetery. Temperance is when Sally is mixing up magical potions into the cauldron. The devil is the Oogie Boogie. The tower is Jack's tower, where he plots his Christmas takeover. The star is Zero and his glowing jack-o'-lantern nose, lighting your way and guiding you forward. Very cute. Very, very cute. Look at him. The moon is the moonlight. The sun is Jack experiencing Christmas Town. Judgment is the naughty or nice list. Very cool. I like that. And the world is the clearing where they have all of the trees and the gates to the different towns. Very cool. Very, very cool. So I look forward to working with this deck. I hope you enjoy my first initial impressions of this unboxing of this deck, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle since we are basing it on first impressions. So I'll try and mix them up real good. It probably won't be entirely mixed up until when I start to work with it for reals for its first card of the day pull, but I always like to ask what it's going to be like working with this deck. And I would encourage you to do the same whenever you're working with a new tarot deck. So what is my experience going to be of the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck? I'm pulling. All right, so we're getting the Death card, which does not frighten me at all. Remember, death is not a frightening card. Can indicate change and transformation. And it is upright, but I haven't inserted reversals into the mix yet. So according to the guidebook, death is often a feared tarot card, but that's just because it's misunderstood. It's a card of transformation and transition, beginnings and endings. Like the creaky old gates in Halloween Town Cemetery, the Death Tarot card is a spooky symbol of change and transformation. So I believe this is a card telling me that this can be a very transformative deck if I just keep my mind open to the messages that I'm getting when I'm working with it. So that's the unboxing, the initial thoughts and impressions of this deck, and take it away, present day Hilary. Too. I don't plan on those kind of things sometimes. I really, really don't. So let me put on my overlay now that we have completely watched the entire thing, because we did this before, because we are now on the unboxing. Because we're still talking about the unboxing, and now it's real. It's realsies. It's thank you, past Hilary, for all of that hard work that I did. And Dina says very October vibes. Yes, yes. Actually, let me change out my my color theme too, because I had made it black to go with the theme Nightmare Before Christmas. So, so yes, very October vibes. Like, when else, when better to do an unboxing or to work with the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck than October? I mean, like, technically speaking, I could have like waited until December and had it be like you know, Christmas theme, but like it becomes this kind of conversation. It's just like, is the Nightmare Before Christmas more of a Halloween movie or more of a Christmas movie? Like, you be the judge. But I think it's more of a Halloween movie, so that's why we're doing this in October. It's also like the same conversation. Well, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Now, if you ask Mr. Tarot by Hilary, he says yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Actually, I could probably walk in the other room right now and ask him, and you could probably hear him say, yes, it's a Christmas movie. By the way, I've never watched Die Hard all the way through. Blasphemy, sin, I know. Anyway, but yeah, when else are you going to really get the oomph of the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, if not during This Is Halloween, This Is Halloween? And also working with it every day for October and having it be the card of the day, or the deck of the month for the card of the day draws, I think it just makes total sense. So is there any questions, first of all, that I did not answer in the initial unboxing first impressions video that I shared? Because I know Katie asked about the minor arcana, and I did answer that because I knew people would ask, and also I was a little bit confused with that, like, what is candles? So it's candles is wands, needles is swords, presents are pentacles or coins, and what was the other one? Potions would be cups. So yeah, so Katie says, I agree. I think it is a Halloween movie, and Nightmare Before Christmas has such a spooky feel. It really does. It's a great, like, I mean, this is something that a lot of people were like shocked and surprised about. I didn't see Nightmare Before Christmas until I was a grown adult. Like, I just didn't. And then everyone got really mad at me. I think it was like, gosh, can't say what year it was, but I know I was I was living with a roommate. I was an adult. I was living with my roommate. And she was just like, she got really like mad. She got mad at me. She was just like, oh my God, Hilary, but it's such a you movie. Like, no, this is unacceptable. We have to watch it together. And I'm just like, all right, I'll watch it, you know, and then I understood. And then I get it. Then I understood. I'm just like, all right, I get it. I get why everyone was saying it's such a me movie, and how could you not? And, you know, there's only so many movies in the world, though. And I mean, like, I think some of the movies that I haven't seen, people are still very shocked by. I still haven't seen The Godfather Part 2, which I think Mr. Tarot by Hilary takes as a huge affront. But he showed me Goodfellas, and he showed me The Godfather Part 1. So, I mean, that's up to him. So Katie said, I love that major arcana, and I didn't see it until a few years ago, but I loved it. See, okay, great. I'm not alone. You know, some of these things, like, all right, like Hocus Pocus. Like, I want the Hocus. I haven't seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet, but I'm a little bit obsessed with Hocus Pocus 1. I know there's a Hocus Pocus tarot deck that happened to not be one of the 3 tarot decks that Mr. Tarot by Hilary got for me during my sicky. So I think I said this toward the beginning of the episodes. I got the Nightmare Before Christmas. I got the Labyrinth one and the Disney Villains one. So those were the 3 that I got that he picked up for me. Did it on his own. I think his friend might have picked up the Nightmare Before Christmas one for me, though. But they were together. They went shopping together. So the friend might have picked it, but my husband ended up paying for it. So, but yeah, you know, some of the movies that are such, I guess, cult classics, You know, if you're a certain age, it might have passed you by, or you might have missed it. So I don't know. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, we talked a little bit about the major arcana. Love the major arcana. It does really have that great through line, which I think all major arcanas need to have in order for the deck to be truly functional. But the minor arcana, in the guidebook, the minor arcana has thorough information as well, and has upright and reversed meanings, and has story in the minor arcana, which I think is very, very important to have. Otherwise, you may as well just have made a majors only deck. Fortunately, that's not the case here. So like some of these minor arcana have stories to them, and it's not just 9 presents on a plain background. Like for example, the 9 of Needles, which is the card of nightmares and worries. It shows when you're feeling dread, muster your courage and face your fears. You might just find the clown with the tearaway face is not as scary in the light of day. So that's the imagery that they used. I'd probably still have nightmares, but Katie said they are good choices. Yes. The 10 of Needles is like it looks like a pumpkin pincushion. Some of the knights, the court cards, are the characters of Halloween Town. So like the King of Potions. Here's the King of Potions. There's the Queen of Potions. Like, all of these make a lot of sense. And I saw, like, when I was flipping through, like, the 5 of Needles was the battle between Jack Skellington and the Oogie Boogie. Let me see if I can. Here we go. And all of them have upright and reverse meanings. So very helpful. So like the King of Presents or the King of Pentacles, it's Jack Skellington dressed up as Santa. Like, it just makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Any other questions? I am still, so I know that initially I had a little bit of sadness with the cardstock because it does still have that bend to it, even though I have been working with it. But like, here's the, they thin, and sometimes it's not a bad thing, but these cards could get easily bent. And like I was saying in the video, you know, if you're a high volume reader, if you're working with a lot of clients and you're handling your deck, or your clients are handling your decks, you know, you need something that's going to hold up to wear and tear. And I don't know if this is going to be the deck that does it. So some of the other, here's the 8 of Presents. There's the 2 of Potions, 2 of Cups, 2 of Potions. This one's the 2 of Needles. Looks like Sally working on the cape or the Santa suit. The 10 of Presents. Page of Potions. Now there's the 5 of Needles that I was referring to before. Is there any particular card that people want to see? Because I know sometimes when you're looking to buy a tarot deck, there's certain cards that you want to make sure is depicted in a way that like makes sense to you and that you can, you know, feel that connection. So I'd be happy to, you know, pull any card. Here's the Justice card. Tried to pull some more of the minor arcana so you can see some of the minor arcana. If not, we will move on to the weekend forecast. And I do really like the choice of the back. I think that's very cool. I didn't look to see if there's a spread in here. Let me look. Tarot readings. There is a tarot reading section in the back. Okay. Yeah, so Eureka is the 3-card spread. Lament, Eureka, and Sandy Claus. Peek behind the Cyclops eye. These are all 3-card spreads. And then Blown to Smithereens is a 4-card spread. Surprisingly, there is no version of the Celtic Cross in here. That's usually a go-to. So Katie is asking 10 of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, maybe. Yes. So I think I just showed him, actually. I think the King of Pentacles is the King of Presents. And that was Jack dressed up as Santa Claus or Sandy Claus. So let me see if I can find it again. Actually, I showed you both. Yeah. 10 of Presents and King of Presents. Definitely just showed you both. Let me see if I can find it again. Of course, now that I'm looking for them, I'm probably not going to find them. Very orange and black for the 10 of Presents. While I'm looking for those, if people want to suggest other cards for me to find, let me know. Why is 0 so cute? Tell me why is 0 so cute? So here's the 10 of Presents. There's the 10 of Presents. Found the Queen. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not going to find the 10 of Presents, the King of Presents again. But as you were saying, you predicted you predicted my choice before I thought of it. So there's the 10 of Presents again, though. King of Presents is Jack Skellington dressed as Sandy Claus. 3 of Cups or 7 of Swords. So that would be 7 of Needles we're looking for. Found the 10 of Needles. Yes. Yeah, it didn't automatically click to me too. The 10 of presents, it didn't click as pentacles. Mm-hmm. Found the 6 of needles. 3 of potions. Yeah, I don't like this 3 of potions. That's the 3 of potions. That's the 3 of potions. I would not have thought that before. And 7 of needles. Then we really do have to wrap up. Of course, the 7 of needles is probably going to be all the way at the bottom of the deck. Just 7 needles. That is the 7 of needles. Wah, wah, wah. They can't all be winners. All right. Any final questions before we move on to the weekend forecast? Okay. All right. It is the weekend forecast time. So I think we're going to go with an affirmation card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. They were weaker cards than the others, but suit the story more than their RWS tarot usual meanings. I agree with you. I agree. So I'm going to do the weekend forecast from the Spirit Junkie affirmation deck because I want to, because I feel like it. And then we're going to wrap up. So thank you all in advance so much for joining me for this episode of Tarot by Hilary Live. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I plan on doing more unboxings, possibly next week. I don't know if I can do an unboxing video back to back to back for each live stream because it takes a lot sometimes. But I know for definite, so I haven't planned out this month's episodes, but I know for definite at the end of the month, let me see exactly what date that is. Let's see. Friday, October 28th. That will be the episode of this yearly tradition that we've been doing every October, the last Friday in October. is the spooky story time with me reading The Blue-Nosed Witch by Margaret Embry. It's something I do every year. You can actually check out past ones where it's the same story. So if you want to read it now, read it, or listen to me read it now, you can in the replays. You can feel free. But, you know, am I going to be here on that Friday with blue on my nose reading from that book again live? Yes, you betcha. Because it's just something that I enjoy doing, and it seems that it's something that you guys enjoy too. So that's for definite on the last Friday in October this year, reading The Blue-Nosed Witch by Margaret Embry on October 28th. Yes, I like your pointer moving along your agenda. That's cute too. Yeah, I had to do three different overlays in order to do that. And also removed the top portion, or stay tuned for the mid-episode reading, because at the point of the weekend forecast, we're already done with that. So thank you for noticing. All right, let's pull a card for this weekend. Ooh, this one's pretty, and I don't think I've ever received this one, so that's nice. That is nice. So the affirmation for this weekend is, I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Actually, I have a funny story for you guys before I sign off for tonight. So y'all know that I use the Spirit Junkie affirmations deck, the Super Attractor affirmations deck, May Cause Miracles, I think, is another one, or The Universe Has Your Back is another one. I think I only have the May Cause Miracles one. I don't think I have The Universe Has Your Back affirmation stack, but they're all by Gabrielle Bernstein with illustrations by Michaela Ezra. And Gabby Bernstein has this podcast called Dear Gabby, where people call in and they ask questions. And so I listened to that on a pretty regular basis. And then I put it down for a couple of months. I just hadn't been listening to it. And then I got an email, like, I'm on her mailing list. I got the email, like so many of rest of her followers. And I'm just like, oh, well, I've never gone to like a live taping of this. And it's over Zoom, I think. And I was just like, okay, well, I'll put my hand up. I'll keep my hand raised. And, you know, if they pick me, then that's meant to be. And it was my first ever time being on there listening live, and I had my hand up and I was picked last. So I'm going to be on her Dear Gabby podcast as one of the guests or whatever, but more someone asking a question, her answering my question. So I think that's out on Monday. So when I get that link or that information, I will put it here, or I'll put it in my on my website or on my socials. So you'll be able to see that. But it's Dear Gabby, and you can actually listen to any of her episodes right now. Just look for Dear Gabby and enjoy. I find it really helpful. But this is the very same. This is the very same person. So remember that for this weekend. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. And that just gave me the reminder, like, oh yeah, I'm probably going to be on Dear Gabby next week. I should probably let people know about that. Anyway. So, yeah, I thought it was very cool too. And Zuri says, those overlays are so beautifully laid out. Thank you so much, Zuri. I had forgotten to put them up before. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait, let me put them up. Someone tell me I did a good job. And yeah, Canva Pro. Yep, pretty. I finally remembered how to do an animated overlay. So thank you very much. All right, speaking of that, I hope you enjoyed the animated overlay, because it's going right away now, so that I can wrap up tonight's episode. So once again, we do this every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we do it. Different metaphysical tarot divination topic each time. I don't know what I'm going to be teaching or talking about next Friday, but if you have some suggestions, I would love to hear it. Feel free to message me and let me know. And yeah. We'll talk to each other next week. So Katie says, I'll have to listen to Dear Gabby. I'm an irregular listener. Yeah, same. And then look what happened. So yeah, I think the episode that was supposed to come out, I don't know, it got derailed in a really like beautiful way. But the episode that came out this Monday was also one that I listened to live, which was about her sober anniversary and talking about addiction. So all of the calls were kind of like surrounding that topic. So I think the one that I'm on is about surrender, I think. Surrender and flexibility, something like that, which are two concepts that I am deeply uncomfortable with. So figures, right? So Katie says, thank you again. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yes, you as well. So once again, I am Hilary, professional tarot reader and EFT practitioner, demystifying the mystical and putting you in touch with the most beautiful of gifts, your own intuition. Because yes, my friends, do not argue with me. You have intuition. Have a fabulous, fabulous night, everybody. Have a really good weekend, and I will see you all again next Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.